Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy King.
Money Man, and I'm back with another video. Listen, man, this right here is pure story time. Um, Make sure you tag a woman in this. I need all women to give me their feedback on this. Like I say, women, I know y'all go through some things. I know y'all be looking for love. I know. I know some of y'all be so gullible to find a man. I know. That just that just be what it is sometimes, right? So let me say this. All right, all names will be changed up for this story, right? Of course. Um, I'm thinking about doing a part two to this, but ladies, people, if you watching this live, if you're watching this video, tag a woman. I want to get a woman's perspective on this, right? All right, y'all ready? Here we go. All right. First of all, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that post notification bell. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for this video. That way everybody can see it, all right? This is story time, right? My homegirl met a dude in Miami. She first met him around November 2023. All right, and I need if you watching this live, give me a thumbs up. That way I can know if you hear me now, because I was having some audio issues a minute ago. But this is it, right? So my homegirl, she went to Miami, right? Her and her friend went to Miami. If you ever been to Miami, you know Miami has a lot of promoters out there. You know, people that's walking around, that's what I'm saying, getting people to go into their clubs and stuff, right? So her and her homegirl went to the club, and she said it was they was chilling just at the third, and she said she was trying to find somewhere to sit down, and she said as she's trying to find somewhere to sit down, she said all of a sudden this dude came out of nowhere and like moved somebody else out the way so she can sit down. So of course she thought that was flattering. You know what I mean? Which is I understood this. So I'm listening to her tell me this story, right? So I'm just listening, and she says the dude was like, "Hey," he introduced himself. Let's just say his name is we're gonna say his name is Mike. Okay, Mike is the guy, and her name will be let's just say Keisha. We're gonna say Keisha. Keisha and Mike. Keisha is my homegirl. Mike is the guy she met. He's the promoter. He's the guy in Miami, right? All right, cool. Okay, so Mike moved somebody out the way so she can sit down. All right. And of course, she thought that was flattering, so he's trying to talk to her, and you know what I'm saying. Now, mind you, he's a promoter of the club, so he can give free drinks. So automatically, and plus in Miami, the clubs, the drinks I think are free for women anyway. But anyway, he's like, okay, what do you guys want to drink? So he went in, he hurried up and told his waitresses to go and the bottle girls to go and get them some drinks. So they go and get some drinks, come back with the drinks, right? Cool. So while him and her is sitting at the bar, another dude was trying to talk to her. So she said, Mike was like, hey, don't talk to her, man. This is my wife. So she said she looking like, oh, he's trying to, he's trying to claim me. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to claim. So now, mind you, this is super flattering to her at this point. So she's like, oh, he's trying to claim me. He don't want nobody else to talk to me. All right, cool. So they kind of hit it off. He's introducing himself to her, so they're talking. Now, mind you, he's still working, so she said he's leaving and he's coming back. And she said he ordered them like oh, no, this is what it was. It was a homegirl's birthday. That's the reason why they was out there. She said all of a sudden the bottle girls came and bought this cake. You know what I'm saying? Little happy birthday. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? So she thought that was like super flattering. Like, oh, he's thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? He went and bought this cake for my friend and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Cool. So she said, um, they're getting ready to leave. So she said her and her friend just kind of, they just left. So while they was outside waiting on the Uber, she said, look who comes outside running, looking for her. Mike. Mike runs outside, spots her, was like, hey, I didn't get any of your information. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna leave? So okay, cool. Now she's really going up the head. Now he didn't gave them all these drinks. He done got her friend a birthday cake. Now he's outside running, find her, make sure he gives her his contact. Fine, cool, Danny, no problem. Alright. So he tells her, okay, how long you gonna be here? So she's like, we're gonna be here to I think let's just say that was Friday. She said we're gonna be here till Sunday. Alright. So he tells her like, hey, come to the club tomorrow. I'll do brunch for you guys. Y'all come free of charge. Just come over, we'll sit down, we'll talk. Cool. Now mind you, I'm like, okay, Mike own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike own it. He own her. He own her big time. He own it. He doing everything he could to talk to her. All right, cool. So now mind you, it's her friend's birthday weekend. Now her friend wants to do things, you know what I'm saying? She already got like an itinerary of things that she wants to do in Miami. So she tells me the next day, now she's trying to get back over here to this dude. She's trying to get back over here to Mike. But she can't tell her friend this because it's her friend's birthday weekend. So her friend already has an itinerary of stuff that she wants to do. So in her mind, Mike has swept her off her feet. She trying to get back to this club in which he's invited her for brunch. So she's trying to get back over here. So this is what she tell her friend. She's like, now mind you, her friend don't know this. So she's like, we need to go get some food somewhere. Let's go get some food somewhere. Oh, I know this place. So that was her way of getting back to the club to talk to the guy again. So they get back to the guy doggone club for brunch. Sure enough, the guy's there. He has everything laid out for him. So that little 20, 30-minute conversation, she said, turned into 2 hours. Now, mind you, her friend is pissed because she already has she's missing out on things that she wanted to do for her birthday. So okay, they kind of wrap it up, and they end up still doing stuff for her friend, right? All right. Now Sunday rolled around. I think they hung out a little bit, whatever it was. I think they hung out a little bit. Anyway, this is what the story kicks off at now. Now I was just giving y'all like mind you, if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. And women, I need your help in this. Women, I need your help in this conversation. All right, because okay, cool. She gets back to, let's just say she lives in Atlanta. I'm keeping everything just disclosed. She gets back to Atlanta. The guy Mike tells her, "Hey, somebody broke in my car, stole $5,000 out of my car. I don't have any money. I'm just so frustrated. Da 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 da." Now, mind you, she's telling me this story. She's telling me everything that just happened. So I'm like, hold on. I said, why would he have $5,000 in his car for? Who does that? I said, please tell me you didn't send this man no money. She like, oh no, I didn't send him any money, and I knew she did though. I knew she sent him money, but she didn't want to, she just didn't want to tell me this, right? All right, cool. So him and her is talking on the phone, I think for like a week. she was like, okay, this is what she told me. She told me that he flew her back out to Miami. Yeah, he flew her back out to Miami, right? So she said when she gets to Miami, he didn't come pick her up. He didn't have an Uber for her. So she said she was at the airport for like an hour. Calling him, he's not answering the phone. None of this. So I'm like, what? So she said she called him like going off on him like, hey, are you coming to get me? Are you coming to pick me up? Like, what's going on? So she said that he told her, hey, I'm busy. This, that, and the third. This, that, and the third. If you're going to get over here where I'm at, you're going to have to get over here on your own. I was like, what? Because think about it. That didn't make sense. If I fly you out to where I'm at, but I don't send for you an Uber or I don't come and pick you up myself, that told me that she went down there on her own. But she's not telling me this. But I'm just, like I say, when you're listening to a woman tell the story, you have to be sensitive. You don't want to be insensitive to what's going on because guess what? They'll turn on your ass. You know what I mean? So, and I could tell whoever this guy is, I could tell that she likes him. So I don't want to, I don't want to do nothing to mess that up. All right, so cool. She said they get down there. When she finally gets to his house, she said they argue the whole time, and of course they end up, you know how it goes. She stayed with him, they end up doing the do. Let's just put it like that for YouTube purposes. They ended up doing the do. All right. She gets back on the plane. She comes back to Atlanta. All right, back to Atlanta. Now, when she gets back to Atlanta, they have another conversation. They end up getting into it. Follow me. Like my boy Chad Ojo Cinco say, follow me now. They get into it over the phone because she's trying to figure out why it isn't he calling her like she think he should be calling her.
This is what she's upset about. She's trying to figure out why isn't she hearing from him. All right. He's telling her, Mike is telling her, hey, I'm busy. I got stuff to do. I can't be on this phone with you. Like you're annoying me. This is what Mike is telling her. Of course, she's pissed off. She's this, she's that. She's going back and forth with him. Probably about 2 weeks go by. They don't talk to each other. So she's kind of like you know what I'm saying, move on. Like she's trying to, whatever. So, okay, so now this is around November now. It's almost like Thanksgiving. All of a sudden, she said he calls her and he's like, hey, I want you to come out here and come and see me. You know what? I think it should be me and you. You're different. This is all the things he just out the blue just called her, so telling her, right? Now she telling me that. I say, hold on. I said, you mean to tell me you hadn't talked to this man in 2 weeks? And all of a sudden, he just called you and tells you how much y'all should be together and how much. She was like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I was like, I told him, I was like, yeah, I was thinking about you. And I was like, what? All right, cool. All right. So, mind you, I have to listen to this because I don't want to be insensitive. All right. This was around Thanksgiving. So, she ended up going. Yeah. She ended up making time to get down there for New Year's. New Year's, right? She gets back to Miami for New Year's. She said, as soon as she gets to Miami for New Year's, guess what happened? She said, as soon as she get there, he's at work. And, no, my bad. he has to go to work, and he has his child there. He tells her, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna need you to watch my son for me while I'm at work. I said, what? She said, yeah. So basically, I spent my whole New Year's watching his son while he was at work. What? I said, so you mean to tell me you went to Miami to be a babysitter? She was like, yeah. I really didn't mind because that was my first time bonding with his child. And she was like, I could tell he really cares for me because what man would allow a woman to be around his child if he doesn't have some type of feelings for me? I was like, no, that really could just mean that he didn't have nobody to watch his child and he needed to go to work, so he used you to watch his child. So I had to say it like, in a way the way she wouldn't be, feel a way about it. All right, so cool. The next day, which is January the 1st, she said they get into it, so she's mad at him, you know what I'm saying? She's this, she's that. She's going off on him like, hey, why did you have me come down here? She said they didn't do nothing. She said, they didn't do no type of, grown-up stuff. Let's say that. They didn't do no type of grown-up stuff in the bed while she was down there that time. Now, this is what she tell me. So I'm just telling y'all what she told me. She said they didn't do anything. All right. She gets back to Atlanta. She said she's calling him and saying, hey, I don't really hear from you like that. What's going on? I know you're at work, but you say you want to be with me, but I don't really hear from you. Like, your actions is not matching up with your words, right? So now I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, man, it sounds like this dude ain't really just rocking with you like that. I think he's just kind of using you in a sense. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. All right. So she says she kind of pressuring him at this point now. Like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Da 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 da. Then she said all of a sudden he hit her up. Was like, hey, let's do phone sex. Yeah, this, you know what I'm saying? I miss you. He telling her like, hey, I'm not saying anybody. Now, mind you, this guy's the promoter, so he sees women 24/7. You know what I mean? He always seeing women. But mind you, I'm just listening to the story. I'm not adding no feedback on that part, like I said, because I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't gonna knock no man game. I didn't say that on that part, but I'm just telling y'all what I was thinking at the time. I didn't tell her this though. So okay. You know what? I'm gonna say the rest of this for part 2. So I'm gonna log off of here, and I'm gonna come back with part 2. All right. So I need y'all to come back. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel right now. I'm gonna come back with part 2 right now. All right, right now.